Hello friends, welcome to my channel Botanical Studies. In this video, we will discuss about growth and development in plant. The discussion will go through following points: definition of growth, region of growth, phases of growth, growth curve, grand period of growth, and lastly, factors affecting plant growth. Plant growth. Growth and development is the characteristic of living organism. In higher plants, this growth starts from seed germination. Initially, emergence of radicle and plumule is the indication of starting vegetative growth. After attaining certain amount of vegetative growth, the plant shows reproductive growth by producing flowers. From the physiological point of view, the growth may be defined as permanent and irreversible increment in size, volume, or mass of the cell or organ or whole organism. It is accomplished by both anabolic and catabolic processes that occur at the expenses of energy. For example, expansion of leaf, elongation of stem is the growth in plant. Development. Development referring to some of all the changes that an organism undergo through its life cycle, from seed germination and through growth, maturation, flowering, fruiting, and senescence. Growth in plants. In plants, the growth may be diffused or localized. Diffuse growth occurs in lower form of life, that is filamentous alga. Here, each cell of the multicellular plant body can divide and enlarge. Localized growth. It occurs in the higher plants, especially the trees are built up in a modular fashion, that is, their development is relatively open-ended and their structure never complete. In such plants, the growth continues throughout with the new organ forming, replacing the old ones. Here the growth is continued to certain specific region, that is the growing points. Localized growth occurs due to activity of group of cells called as meristems. Region of the growth in plants. Depending upon the location of the meristem, the growth may be apical, intercalary, and lateral. Apical growth is due to apical meristem present at the apices region, that is, apices of shoot and root. It is known as primary meristem or region of primary growth. These apical meristems are responsible for increase in the length, differentiation, and formation of tissues. Intercalary growth is due to intercalary meristem present in exile position in between stem and leaf. These intercalary meristems are responsible for the formation of branches and also increase in the length of that branches, formation of flowers, etc. Lateral growth is due to lateral meristem present below the epidermal layer of stem and root, and it is responsible for secondary growth. Phases of plant growth. The growth of cells involves three main phases: phase of cell division, phase of cell enlargement, and phase of cell maturation. First, phase of cell division. Cell division is the basic event for the growth of multicellular plants. All cells in an organism results from the division of pre-existing cells. Mitosis is the type of cell division that occurs during the growth of an organism. It is quantitative as well as qualitative division that is generally completed in two stages: the division of nucleus, that is karyokinesis, followed by the division of cytoplasm, that is cytokinesis. During mitosis, the cell passes through prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase, resulting in equal distribution of genetic material and the cytoplasm in each of the two daughter cells. Further, the daughter cells are genetically similar to the parent cell. As a result of this process, cells having the same genetic constitution get multiplied. In higher plants, cell division continuously occurs in the meristematic region, such as apical meristem. As a result, an increase in the number of cells takes place in the meristematic region. Some of the daughter cells remain in the meristematic activity while others enters into next phase of growth, that is phase of cell enlargement. Second phase, phase of cell enlargement. The cell enlargement plays an important role in contributing to the size of the tissue and organ. The enlargement occurs by synthesizing protoplasm, absorbing water, developing vacuoles, and adding new cell wall materials to the stretched thin elastic walls to make them slightly thicker and permanent. Cell enlargement may be linear all in all directions. Third phase, that is phase of cell differentiation, or it is also called as cell maturation. The cell enlarge during the last phase, the enlarged cells eventually acquires a specific size and form according to their location and role following biochemical, physiological and morphological changes, that is, the cells undergo specification or transformation. As a result, various kinds of cells get differentiated. These differentiated cells forms different kinds of simple and complex tissues which perform different functions. Growth rate. The increased growth per unit time is referred as growth rate. Thus, rate of growth can be expressed mathematically. The growth rate shows an increase that may be arithmetic or geometrical. In arithmetic growth, following mitotic cell division, only one daughter cell continues to divide while the other differentiates and matures. The simplest expression of arithmetic growth is x amplified by a root elongating at a constant rate. Look at the figure. On plotting the length of the organ against time, a linear curve is obtained. Mathematically, it is expressed as LT is equal to L0 plus RT. LT means length at time t, L0 means length at time 0, and R means growth rate or elongation per unit time. In geometrical growth, in most systems, the initial growth is slow and it increases rapidly thereafter at an exponential rate. Here, both the progeny cells following mitotic divisions retain the ability to divide and continue to do so. Geometrical growth can be expressed by grand period of growth. Mathematically, it is expressed as W1 is equal to W0 ERT. W1 means final size. W0 is equal to initial size at the beginning of the period. R is equal to growth rate or elongation per unit time. T means time of growth and E means base of natural logarithm. The grand period of growth. The vegetative growth of most of the plants in general shows three phases, starting slowly, becoming gradually faster, and finally slowing again. These three phases, which are together known as grand period of growth, covers the whole of the vegetative history of an annual plant. In a perennial plant, such a grand period of growth is repeated annually with period of dormancy between the repetitions. In order to explain the grand period of growth, a graph may be drawn between the duration of growth and increase in the dry weight of the plant. It is graphically represented by a S-shaped curve, that is a sigmoid curve. This variation in growth occurs due to several external and internal factors. The sigmoid curve shows following three distinct phases. The lag phase or initial phase. It represents initial stage of growth. The rate of growth is naturally slow during this phase. Second, log phase or exponential phase. It is the period of maximum and rapid growth. Physiological activities of cells are at their maximum. Third, adult phase or stationary phase. This phase is characterized by a decreasing growth rate. The plant reaches maturity, hence the physiological activity of cells also slows down and the plant begins to senescence. Factors affecting plant growth. The environmental factors, that is external factors, play an important role in the growth and development of any plant. The important external factors are temperature, light, oxygen, water and environment. Second, internal factors. Some internal factors like growth regulators, carbon-nitrogen ratio and genetic factors are also influences the growth and development of any plant. This is all about growth and development in plant.